There's something special about the drums that enables you to set up a foundation, a rhythmic foundation for other people to play on. It's a responsibility that you have to do. With the drums, you have the capacity to create a mood for any amount of people. Doesn't matter if you're playing in a club, if you're playing in a hall, if you're playing in the streets.
Realize that we have bodies and we act like it's a problem. We all have a body and still it's like it's our enemy. We act like we're a victim of our body, or we're fighting our body. Our body is being a bad child. We have to discipline the body. And actually the body is such a big source of joy for me. Such a big source of possibilities. And when I started to think about this, I was like, something has to change. What can I be? What can I do? And so I started to look at what kind of class I could facilitate that would look into that aspect of the capacities of our bodies. But a lot of times we hear these words, like capacity of your body, or your body knows something. And it's like, yeah, but what does that mean? So I really created this class called Seduction of Embodiment to actually start to look at the energy of seduction. What if your body is not a thing you drag with you? What if it's not your enemy? What if it can be your friend? What if the energies that the body has is an invitation, is a source for more? What energies of potency and kindness does the body have? Do you have? Can you be? Can you choose? Can you embody? And what happens if you do that? What happens if you actually start to embrace this, embrace these energies, embrace the body that you could actually really have fun with? Start to listen to it, start to tap into what it's trying to tell you, start to have it as a playmate. And you know, like if you look at the word seduction, it has a lot of charge. A lot of people say, oh, seduction, but that's like making people do what they don't want to do. And for me, seduction is actually really like a physical invitation, an invitation to something which you might not have even thought about, an invitation to an energy that is so yummy, that is nourishing, that is nurturing, that can be healing, that can be creative. And it's very interesting. I travel a lot. I love to look at people, and you see how people like to be seen. They like to get compliments, and at the same time they don't want it. And it's such a conflict all the time. You want to be seen, you want to be acknowledged, and when somebody says, oh, you look so beautiful, or I love your boobs, they're like, oh my God, no, don't say that. So it's like, what if you don't have to do any judgment about it? What if you could receive all of that? And what if that becomes an opening for more in your life? What if, because I realized that our bodies really love so much to be cherished. Our bodies love to be looked at. Our bodies love to be lusted after. Our bodies love to be desired or to enjoyed, to be enjoyed. And what if you would tap into that? That is what I wonder. And that is what, for me, the class Seduction of Embodiment really is about these energies. The volcano, I love to talk about the volcano. The energy of a volcano is so enormous, it's so massive, it's so explosive, and yet the lava that comes out is so nurturing. So what if you can be that explosion, if you can be that unstoppable energy that is also nourishing, that is also creative, that is also generative, that is also kind. And joy of movement is really a class where I was looking at how bodies love to move. It's like, you know, when a lot of us sit behind the computer all the time, and your body just wants to get out and have a walk even, or just stand and enjoy standing and being with that and not doing anything, but just being present with the body. And joy of movement for me is really going to that place that kids have. Kids, they just, you know, they can just do anything with their bodies. They don't have a point of view that it looks strange. They don't have a point of view that they're too this or they're too that. And I really believe that we can always have that possibility of having that joy without the judgments, without the limitations, without the stories, without the expectations, without the rejections, like, oh, if I do this, when maybe people won't like me anymore. Just really from the space of joy. And joy of movement is also for me a class where we really put a lot of tools of access consciousness and of consciousness into action. Like really, like, what does it feel like to be aware of the molecules in the body? What does it feel like to see that actually your body doesn't end where you think it ends? What does it create? What happens with your body? And how then are you in your body? And how can you be with your body? And what movements can come out of that? How does your shoulder want to move? How does your pelvis want to move? And what if there's nothing right and there's nothing wrong and nothing is perfect and nothing is terrible, and it's just a lot of fun? It's such a process of freedom for me, like getting freedom and getting that, like, nobody can take that fun away from you if you allow yourself to have it. And that is really for me joy of movement, really tapping into the joy of having a body and moving with it, whatever that might look like. If you would like to have that joy, or if you would like to tap into your capacities with potency, with vulnerability, with sexualness, with seduction, you're so invited to join me anywhere in the world.